surprised that you were able to prevail this majority of your time on that one area?
I am, you know.
Casey, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you this because you came in a little bit late, but that microphone isn't connected so that our folks at home can hear the question, so I'll repeat it. The question was, a lot of people didn't think that this could be won in a single spot. This was not a spot tournament, but more of a pattern or open water tournament. And are you surprised that you were able to pull this off in a small area?
I am, you know, going into this tournament, I would have never believed that it would have been won the way I wanted. You know, what I was doing, the conditions have to line up perfect for you to be able to catch big bags doing that. It's, you know, I always use that on this lake this time of year to get a good start, to get the day going. But what I like to do, you know, I'm a dock fisherman. I like throwing jig, brush piles, docks, anything, you know, just try to catch a big fish. But that wasn't working. I almost, you know, gave the tournament away by chasing that. Last night in my sleep, you know, I was laying there right before I went to bed, and you know, I told myself, you know, you've got to leave that jig alone, because I spent way too much time the first 2 days trying to make it happen, and it just wasn't happening. And today with the overcast, I mean, you couldn't have picked a better day to do what I was doing all day long. And as far as being able to win it pretty much out of 2 places, I would have never dreamed that there were that many fish there. I actually found those fish in practice on a jigging spoon in the middle of the day. They were out there in that timber. It was right after that big cold snap. They were out like 44, 45 feet, and I was catching them vertical jigging. Pulled up there the first morning of the tournament. I love to throw that blade runner. I mean, it's what I do, and I always start with that. It doesn't matter where I'm at. And I eased up over the top of those fish, and I saw they were suspended, and they moved up on the flat out of the trees, and I went to work on them. But I didn't think that there was that many there. You know, I caught a limit there the first day. Pretty much everything I weighed came from there, and I left them. You know, left them bite, just thinking that I could do better doing something else. I should have just, I would have burned like 3 gallons of gas. I'd have stayed there all week and been better off.
All right, very good. Next question. Mr. Stout.
Okay, Case, you're saying that you know this lake as well as anyone. You fished all over it. You had never fished that spot prior to practice?
Yes. I've spent a lot of time in both of those places.
Okay.
I've just never caught that many like that.
Then the second question, when you said that you were catching them on a jigging spoon, were they in the timber, and then when the tournament started, they moved up on the flat? Is that what you're saying?
So the question is, found them in the timber and then they moved off? Is that accurate?
Yes. I don't know what it was. Those first few days of that cold weather and the high pressure. You know, we had a lot of sun in pre-practice last weekend. It pushed those fish out in that timber. They were actually deeper then than they were, you know, the coldest day that we've ever had in South Carolina, I believe, the first day of the tournament. But, you know, that little bit of cloud cover and the wind that morning, you know, they drifted back up on the flat, feeding on the bait.
All right.